Yo, this is Jake. They call me Dr. Flock.
Views.
What's up? It's John.
Views.
And it's real life doing this, bitch.
Views. You are now listening to the Views from the Che podcast.
I was geeking. A lady I used to work with messaged me last week. I was like, dude, I've been listening to your pod. I'm like, you still mad funny? And I was geeking at that shit because you never really be knowing like who the fuck be listening to this shit.
Nah, I think that's the beauty of it. So we don't gotta put on no acts or anything like that.
I wouldn't expect like most of the people to be like, yo, did I listen to your shit? I really be like caught off guard. Then I'd be a little embarrassed. Like,
He be embarrassed.
You know, I talk stupid as shit on these Jones. That shit is crazy. Motherfuckers do be thinking I'm funny. I'm funny, but I'm not like funny.
Man, you gotta take the compliment, though.
Yeah, I'm funny. I'm funny though. I'm definitely funny. I'm like my funny is more of like it's not necessarily like the comedic structure. It's more like that's some dumb shit. Like who the fuck would say some stupid shit like that?
Right.
That's my kind of funny.
Nah, you definitely go crazy with the damn stories and shit though. Shit.
Nah, that's my funny.
We tried to get you on the stand-up stage years ago. You wasn't with it though.
Yeah, I could have did stand up because I am good at stories. That's my shit. The story shit is that's my funny because I tell a good story.
We gotta get you on the open mic by the end of the year.
Yeah, I would like to. That's a bucket list because I would like to do that, like a little like 5-minute set.
Yeah, fuck it.
A little 5-minute set and like do that shit. I would probably pick like 3 stories and just knock them Jones down. I don't know what 3 stories I would have to go. The crazy shit is though, the funny shit that be happening to me, bro. Like most of that shit be true. I don't really I embellish some of it, but to the core of that shit, most of that shit be true.
Nah, the main story I think you could just build a quick set around. The whole joint was the catfish. Bobby and this single shit. And then just go into, man, this one time on a date and then tell the table story. And then that should just be like that shit. Just after they go through the table, just like, oh, that's my time. Let's see y'all.
No, that was a wild John though. That was a wild interaction. For sure. Sometimes, bro, I just shit just catches me off guard, like that type shit motherfuckers be doing and living. I lived an exotic life so far.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we all probably
bro, I don't know about you. I feel like we're probably on the same page, but it honestly feels like life's just getting a lot more like better.
Yeah, as every year. Yeah, that would suck if you felt like your shit was getting worse.
Yeah. It feels like every year is just getting a lot more lit every fucking year.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah, like when people say, what was your favorite age? I was just like, I don't even fucking know. I have no idea.
This age right now.
I'm not even mad at that.
100% 30 is my favorite so far. I was just looking at my Insta and shit earlier. I had some downtime looking at my Insta and shit. I'm like looking through all my pics and I'm like, you're from 2000, like whenever Insta started, probably what, 2012?
2012, 2013.
Bro, from 2012 to 2020, I might have had like 3 vacation pics.
Damn.
I got like 15 of them bitches in the last like 16 months, dog. Like fucking eight different trips. Like, yeah, I've been going nuts. I was thinking about that shit last night. I was a little fried off my loud Reggie pen, the 0.3%, John. And I was thinking about that shit. I'm like, bro, from probably like 0 to 26, I might have been to like 4 or 5 different major cities.
0 to what?
Like 26.
Damn.
Like it was under 10. It was definitely under 10. And that's even with me living in Denver for a little bit, living in Tampa a little bit, like living in Philly. So I'd lived in like 4 or 5 different cities, but I'd only even been to like maybe 10.
Yeah, I don't think I could count. I don't even remember all the places I've been. It's still kind of crazy when you say you haven't been to NY though.
I went to 8 different cities last year.
Yeah, that's a little different. I mean, it's definitely people that ain't been to 8 different cities in their life though. So I mean, it ain't that bad.
That's what I'm saying. This shit is nuts. It's mind-boggling. I've never been in New York City. I was telling you I used that shit on my account. That shit just worked for me the other day. Joe was like, "Oh, I gotta go." I really need to go though. I should check out New York. I'm sure it's a blast.
And now it's no mandate. You definitely got to go. Like it's no reason not to go at this point.
Why have I not been in New York?
I think that's everybody's question to you. Like, it's no reason. It's literally a drive to the beaches.
You know what's like intriguing about everybody being like, "Yo, dude, why don't you ever go to New York?" Blah blah. It's like, well, like everybody says they've been. Nobody's ever like, "Yo, we're going back." Nobody's ever like, "Yeah, we're going back." Like, you want to slide this time? Because no, like, how cool is it?
Though, like, it's not even like a we gotta go type shit. It's just like it's like right there. I mean, especially for you, what's that shit like an hour and some change?
I don't even know, bro. I'm about to GPS it real quick.
Got throw it in the GPS now.
I really almost bought like a train ticket and just like I might just go up there myself. But I feel like I'm gonna get overwhelmed because it's probably so much shit to do.
Yeah, but you could. That's definitely a city you could be in by yourself.
Like I'm not sure where I'm. Like maybe I go up there and drink and shop a little bit.
You could go up there, just walk the fuck around, and just be amazed. Like what the fuck?
It's only an hour and 38 minutes.
Yeah, that shit right up the road.
Yeah,
that's literally right up the road.
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah, I don't even know the amount of times I've been in New York.
I drive further to go to the outlets.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That shit is right there. And it's not a bad ride. It's like a straight ride.
That's crazy, actually. I was thinking it was like 320.
Nah,
what's wrong with me?
On the train.
What is wrong with me? Like, maybe because I'm like, once I go, I'm not going to be able to use it as like my pickup line. Like, oh, poor me. Take me to New York, please. So crazy.
Other shit.
So, yeah, I've never been to Virginia Beach. Nah, I definitely have. Dude, Vegas, best time ever, right?
Vegas is definitely, yeah, maybe. It's definitely top 5 for me. That shit was.
I was gonna say I'm giving it an easy top 5 trip for me in my life.
Definitely top 5. Really had no set schedule, which I always like on trips. I hate the set schedules.
Same.
I don't even know where to begin, honestly.
At one point, you woke me up and was like, "Yeah, we're supposed to leave in like 5 minutes." And I was like,
and somehow you made it on time, which was crazy.
You're supposed to.
I don't know how you made it.
We're supposed to leave in 5 minutes, and you need to be in a full suit. Like,
and I'm just gonna catch this Uber, and I'll see you when you get there.
That was one of the nicest restaurants I think I've been to as far as like ran wise. Obviously, the view was the best.
Yeah,
but literally, like you order some shit, it comes out in 10 minutes tops, maybe 15.
I don't even know how they made that shit that fast.
It's that fast and so good.
Yeah, I don't. That was definitely. That might have been, I don't know, because we also went to Tao and that shit was nice as fuck and the service was good. But I say this though, wherever we went, they treated us like stars.
100%.
The damn service in Vegas, maybe because they competing with so many other places, but that shit is unmatched, unfucking matched.
I had a full-fledged panic attack on that spinny restaurant.
Tell them about it, man.
It was just like, it was so high up and then it was spinning and I couldn't stop looking at it spinning. Everybody was like, yo, it doesn't spin that fast. And I'm like, well, it feels like it's spinning pretty fucking fast.
Yeah. We're moving. Top of the world restaurant. You can see over the whole city of Vegas, see all the lights, see the highway, see the plane. We literally eye level with the planes.
It's at the top of the world.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And the shit up top spins. I ain't never been at a restaurant where we on the moving platform, where we was fucking moving up there.
And they put me at the end, dog. Knowing I have freakouts, so like, I'm looking at Bree and I'm like, yeah, like I might fuck around and throw up here, for real. Like I'm about to have a freak out. She's like, just go to the bathroom. So now I'm fucking in loafers and a silk shirt, throwing water on my face in the fucking bathroom, waiting to get a Captain and Coke like a fucking unk.
Oh my gosh!
But it worked. I calmed down. Everything went well.
And then you got the food. What out of 10?
At least 8.5.
Yeah, I was gonna go 8, strong 8.
Yeah, it was a really good 8. I ate the whole joint. You know, I don't usually eat when I'm out like that. So
Yeah.
it was a good joint.
They came out with fucking 8 types of bread. They had this garlic bread that was the fucking die for. They didn't let your water get past halfway. My drink, it was alright. I had to mix it. I ain't finished that shit though. I should have got something else. They failed me on the mojito. That's why they at 8. And yeah, what I get, the chicken and potatoes with some mac. And that's another reason why I judge every restaurant by their mac if they serve it, because I always get it. And they mac was like a 6.
A few years ago, I made a promise to myself. I was going to make a concerted effort to stop being so cool and start looking like an idiot a little bit more to have fun. But next time we're in like a poppin' Vegas club and I start hitting my hip twist, just pull me aside and go, yeah, not here. Just not, just not here.
You need a restaurant, go to a popping club. Mind you, Brazilian people in here. We in a section, so it's even more people just around, and they always looking. Man, Dill's hitting the hip twist with his arms moving. I don't know any other way to describe it, but yeah, mind you, dressed up. We all dressed up. Hip twist to fucking
Summer Walker.
Dirt. Yeah, he's going crazy. Going crazy.
Oh, I had so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, shit, that go to show how good the night was for you to hit that shit.
I just think like when you fully embrace that, like you can't dance at all, like it's a lot more fun. And the expectations are just so low for me. It just always works out.
Well, that's
maybe I
go crazy.
Maybe I am funny.
Because
like I do some funny shit, and like Bree sent me the video of me doing it. And it's the girls next to us in the background, like, okay, fuck them up.
Like, that was your bag. Like that's.
Oh no, I had a blast, bro. Poppin' club, cool section. It was dope to see your name on the big screen in the middle of a huge fucking poppin' club.
That definitely caught me off guard. They just tapped. I'm like, what? Name on the board. Damn.
Yeah, that was fucking dope.
Yeah, that was cool.
And the day party afterwards was fucking just lit. It honestly, like everybody was saying like 3 days might be enough or should be enough and you'll get out of there. I could have probably did another full day.
Yeah, that's what we did. I couldn't imagine though, like
going full out again.
Nah, I could definitely do that again, but I just couldn't imagine another day going stupid like we did.
That's what I mean when I say full out, like going crazy.
Oh, yeah, because I mean by Monday it was like, damn, like we fucking like party like you, but that is what we were supposed to do in Vegas. Like we really partied like we was in fucking Vegas. And I don't think any other city could compete with them on a party level at all. No. Not even close.
I've had club nights in New Orleans, club nights in Miami, club nights in Puerto Rico, Baltimore, DC. By far my favorite like club type shit.
Yeah, I would say the only close one kind of is Miami.
I mean, I went to live in Miami too, and I'm saying that.
That's what I'm saying. Like that shit, that Vegas shit blew that shit out the water. That shit blew that shit out the water. That day party was probably the best party I ever been to.
And maybe we didn't go to like raunchy enough spots. But not a single confrontation the whole weekend.
Nah, and that's another thing. I think everybody is literally there to have a good time. Like nobody's.
I didn't feel like nobody was mean mugging, like nothing, dog. Nah. That might be the first time that's happened going out consecutively 3 nights. And not a chest bumper, nothing, bro. Like everybody was just like having a grand old time.
There was no awkward stares across a room in that. Yeah, everybody's literally there to have a time. If you there for some other shit, I don't even know what you're doing here.
Just lock the fuck in. I was so focused on having fun, dog. I don't think I sent a single text message out the whole weekend. Maybe like 3 or 4. Barely was on socials. I took like 4 or 5 snaps. Absolute blast, dog. Great pick for the birthday.
Besides fucking posting videos on the gram, when I got home yesterday, I realized how much I wasn't on my phone. I was like, damn, I'm just scrolling. Like, I ain't see none of this shit. None of this shit. And didn't care either. It didn't feel like I was missing out on anything.
I had about 20 text messages all weekend, and they were, where are you at? Where are we going to meet? Where are you at? Where are we going to meet? And it was all to the people that were there. Yeah,
that's basically all that shit was. That's basically all that shit was. Yeah, I mean, if you got the means, I would say go to Vegas. Go to fucking Vegas.
And if the flights weren't so crazy right now, honestly, like it's affordable to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's affordable to do.
Yeah, I will say though, on the Monday, Vegas was more dry, so it's definitely a weekend city if you could get out there on the weekend. But it's definitely a little dry on the weekday. But
I think the one takeaway I was surprised by, it seemed like there was a lot more bachelorette parties than it was bachelor parties. And maybe that's just because like girls are more open with it, but there was so much bachelorette parties out there.
Yeah, and I see why. And I see because everybody's gonna have a good time, regardless of what music you like, regardless if you gamble or not. You don't even have to gamble to have a good time. I mean, we didn't even do shit like go see shows or nothing. We was just in it, just living that shit. I didn't realize like how, I guess, big that shit was for real either. I thought I didn't realize the strip was that long.
Yeah, I didn't think the strip was like fucking 8 miles long and a store on every fucking joint.
Yeah, and even other streets that you could go on. It was like, damn, we stuck to the strip, but it was mad other places we could have went. So I guess that's just info for the next time.
I wonder how much rent is on the strip, bro. That shit's got to be.
Oh yeah, wow. That shit gotta be crazy. That shit gotta be crazy. Oh yeah, and the room we stayed in was amazing. Had a fucking projector screen, strip view.
The room
was so crazy. That shit was crazy. Definitely the best hotel I stayed in.
I'm not rich yet, but I felt rich this weekend.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even when you went out to the damn restaurant, they make you feel like you something.
Yep.
I mean, 100%. We are all something. That's just a John Tom quote. But they made you feel like you owned wherever you was at. Whether like it's the waiter explaining this is this and this is this, or it's security like, oh, I can do this for you. Oh, I'm gonna walk you out the club.
Like
security,
if we were
the fucking club.
Like hypothetically, if we were at like a casual pool get together the night before or the day before we went to the big pool party, and there was like say a C list, C+ list, love and hip hop celebrity there, he wasn't getting any more attention than we were from the staff at the Cabana, dog.
No.
Like he wasn't getting any preferential treatment, dog.
Shout out to that hypothetical situation.
Hypothetical.
It wasn't hypothetical, but yeah, it was just they make you feel like you supposed to be there,
dude. It's like Jay just said the In-N-Out shit too. It's like 7 people commented on my Insta and was like, "You got to hit In-N-Out," and I forgot.
The burger spot?
Mm-hmm.
Overrated.
I've never been.
I had In-N-Out in Cali. The burger was okay. Fries, if your fries trash, I don't give a fuck. And they fries is trash.
Hate to hear it. Because Jay said it. My buddy Lenny told me. I forget who else messaged me. That was a time though.
Man, unmatched. I did have the best tacos I ever had out there too. They were better than the tacos in Cali, but I think I just went to the wrong spot in Cali when I got the tacos. But them
Cali's food was trash.
I mean, I ain't gonna say it's trash, but when I went, that shit was trash. But Vegas, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 for me.
You gotta do it.
10 out of 10. Easy 10 out of 10 in my book.
Yeah.
Easy 10 out of 10.
Unmatched. Don't even realize how far you walking because there's just so much shit going on. We easily put in like 5 miles out there throughout the weekend. I would guess. Got killed at the damn gambling spot at the MGM though. That was probably the only downside.
You know what's stupid too? You know what's stupid? I think I was up at like 150, 200 at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And when we came back from the day party and everybody was like, yo, I'm going to knock out for a little bit. I was like, yeah, like I'm going to leave tonight. Fucking, I'm going to keep going. And I went to the MGM and got smacked.
You racked the MGM?
I didn't go the first time.
We told you stay away.
I know, and if I
You
fucked
just
it
had to
up,
do it because it's MGM, right?
I fucked it up because I was there without you and A this time. So I was up and I just didn't leave. Just kept going.
Yeah, because y'all told me straight up, put your money in your pocket once I got up. Don't bet no more. Don't, even though I wanted to so bad, but
nah.
Like,
The Flamingo did me well, and Caesars did me well.
Yeah, Caesars was cool. Caesars was definitely a sight to see too. At the same time,
Caesars was just cool to walk through.
Yeah, I ain't never seen no shit like that. Structure crazy, inside crazy.
It looked like they hadn't updated it in 40 years, but it was cool that they hadn't.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say, and they didn't need to. Mm-hmm. That shit was just.
It felt classic. It felt like I was on the Goodfellas or some shit.
Yeah, it felt like whole Vegas trip. You feel like you're in a fucking movie. That's the perfect way to sum that shit up. You in a movie when you out there. And also, if you go with people, definitely go with people that want to party because that's what you're gonna be doing out there.
That's what I was talking to a lady, and she was like, "Yeah, me and my ex went out there. It was fun, blah blah." And like, it's like, man, I'm sure it was, but like, I can't imagine not going out there without a group.
Yeah, the group probably made it funner because you got people you can rely on. It ain't just you and somebody else just having to make the shit fun yourselves.
And the group's kind of boosting you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shots.
Yeah,
let's turn up. Yeah,
you're not about to say no because you in a party city.
You in Vegas? What you going? No, I'm good for the shot. No, dog. No. And they got them drinks you just buy on the strip, keep them pushing.
Oh, gosh, the frozen drinks was.
I was
crazy.
Killing them slushies the whole time, dog.
It was crazy. Did they pour shots in your shit? That shit just boosted it. I ain't even taste the slushy when they put the shot in there. I'm like, oh, this is just all liquor for real.
When Bree first got there, we went back out. She got this Henny John. She was the tallest fucking one. She paid like fucking 40 for it. That shit tastes like all Henny, dog.
All that was in them fucking slushies was liquor.
Henny, bro.
Man, they not skimping you on the shots. Like the shot is damn near.
No, it's like
regular cup.
What I'm gonna do with that?
Yeah. It's like it's really something you would sip on at the house, but it's a shot out there.
Yeah, bro, when we grabbed the joints at the pool party, I grabbed a Captain Coke before, and then we grabbed the shots. You and they just threw them back. I took half that shit and poured it in my Captain Coke. I was so distraught. I'm like, I can't do this shit.
Yeah, that shit was husky. I'm like, I ain't about to sip on this. That was a fucking drink.
Oh my god, I had a blast. Yeah, that one or Mexico is probably my Puerto Rico's right the tier right under that shit. But bro, like that one in Mexico was an amazing time. The best shit is you shout out to Pedialyte patches. I wasn't hungover a single time.
Yeah, I mean, I was drinking water throughout the day. I was drinking water at the parties. I was drinking water at the club. I don't play the hangover game, so I was all right too.
Yeah, I got. That was the first time I felt like I wasn't like I was on vacation. I don't want to say the first time, but it felt like everybody was equally turned the whole time.
Definitely, it was nobody like super sober or nobody sober at all. Honestly.
No. Everybody was turned the whole fucking time, and nobody was like embarrassingly turned.
Nah. The day party, I think, what's the name? I think Mustard showed me why a DJ is a DJ. Mm-hmm. Because he's gonna play the good shit, and it's not like the shit where it's like you want to keep drinking when you listening to this motherfucker set. Like you're not about to be standing there with no drink. You like, nah, this music too good. Let me go get another drink.
And then they mixing in the. Yo, everybody turn the fuck up. Yeah. You don't want to be the one dickhead without the drink. Like,
Nah. And we got into that motherfucker for free.
For free.
It was one of the biggest parties that weekend. We got into it for free.
I want to say it was the first party there, too.
Yeah, it was the second one because they had one on Saturday. We went on Sunday.
Okay. Grand opening weekend.
Yeah, they did the EDM the first day, and then we went to the hip-hop one. Rightfully so. I don't know how I would have fared at an EDM party. I kind of wanted to go, but I'm not really a jump around fist pump type of person.
You would have been.
I need something to bop to, man.
You would have been. The EDM would have been a lot better in a club than a day party, though. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I don't know
you need the fog coming out of the roof when you need the fog and the lights.
I would have to. That's the EDM type joint. I would have to be shitty drunk. Like I would have to be smacked. Like I can't be like. Cool. No. I would have to be fucked up to participate.
100%. You'd have to be like on the verge of like, yo, is this gonna give me a seizure?
Yeah.
Like I don't know what the fuck's happening here. No, it was a blast. It was good. The 30th were fun this year.
Yeah, nobody dropped the ball on the 30th.
No, we did. We had fun with the 30th. What's it called? We've had good birthdays, honestly, like the last 7 years.
I ain't gonna lie, that was definitely the longest I've ever celebrated a birthday.
Yeah,
you had people that was like, yeah, I celebrate my birthday for the month. I definitely celebrate that shit for like a week and a half.
Yeah, you pulled a thought.
Almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks on the birthday.
You did. And like if it wasn't enough for the Saturday with the section and then bringing out the bottles and the fucking happy birthday on the screen, you still got some birthday cake to Sunday breakfast.
Yeah.
Still kept it going, dog.
Yeah.
It was nonstop. It was nonstop birthdays.
It didn't stop. And it felt good. Like you gotta do it big for 30, man.
There's literally nothing better than like being in a good spot in life and just celebrating the fact.
Yeah, that shit really like that's probably the first birthday I feel like is like somewhat a life milestone is the 30. Cause you're like, damn, I'm fucking 30. I don't know what it is about 30. I always say it's like 18, 21, 30, and 50 is like the 4 birthdays that you like, I guess you gotta go all out for. And you really can't do much at 18, but 21, 30, and 50. I feel
like 21's like such a like just get obliterated birthday.
Which I did. I'm pretty sure you did as well.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. But 30 is just like, yeah, fucking I gotta have some kind of experience.
Yeah.
I gotta have
a new one though, a new one. And that's exactly what that shit was.
I think like the next milestone birthday is 40.
Yeah, I don't look at 40 like I look at 50.
40 is the birthday. 50 is not the John. I think it's 40 and 60.
I like 50. I think I don't know if I'm gonna go as crazy on 40. 40 gonna be cool, but 50 is gonna be
I think you're throwing off on this one a little bit.
Maybe it's every 10 years after 30, because after 30 it's like you could go any you could go
like 40 is gonna be such a different birthday.
Yeah, 40 just seemed like a fucking laid back cigar suit, fucking champagne.
Like 40 is definitely gonna be a family party.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like a family cookout.
Yeah. But definitely something gonna follow that shit. Something cool though. I don't know.
Not like an immediate family cookout, but like a 100 people cookout. You feel like it's definitely gonna turn the fuck up, but it's gonna be kids around. Everybody gonna have kids.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Kids around. You might even have to grab the moon bounce just to keep the kids occupied.
Keep them away from the
party, because the old head's definitely gonna be throwing back the beers. You're probably gonna have a keg, definitely an open bar. It's gonna be games. Grandparents gonna have to take the kids at night, but daytime when it starts, it's gonna be kids.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a way different birthday than 30. And for some people, that probably is their 30th. I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't even mad at the 30 celebrating with family and all that.
No, honestly, your birthday party last week would have been a fine job.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. I was like, damn, can we like top this shit? Like the damn other party. I'm like, is it gonna get better than this? Because like I said, I woke up the next day like, damn, we partied enough last night. Like we could have just went to a beach instead of Vegas. But once Vegas, I'm like, I'm glad we did this shit.
Like wildly enough, like I was more sloppy at your birthday party than I was anytime in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's also something about like being away where you kind of want to feel like you don't want to. I made sure I was like, I do not want to black out when I'm in Vegas.
I wouldn't have minded it, but I wouldn't have wanted it to happen while I'm out though.
Yeah.
Like once I got back to the room, all right, whatever the fuck, it's over. I'm not out there anymore. But yeah, man, we did Vegas right, man.
Yeah,
Vegas don't owe us shit, man.
10 out of 10, perfect. I don't have a single complaint.
Me neither, honestly,
not a single complaint. Except I will never catch an overnight flight again.
I don't know how the fuck you did that shit.
I'll never catch a 1 a.m. flight again in my fucking life.
I don't know how.
It wasn't a cheap like overnight John either. Like it's not like I was like penny pinching on a jet. Like my flight, I think was like $450.
And honestly, the reason we stayed an extra day is because the flight costed that much to stay another day plus So it's like equivalent to catching a weekday flight to the fucking Monday flight. I was like, man, fuck it, we gonna stay till Tuesday.
Yeah, it was a bad call on my part.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, all we did really the next day was just go to dinner at a nice ass spot. That shit was nice as fuck too. That shit was nice as fuck.
Yeah, all I did was come home and sleep probably 8 hours straight and order a cheesesteak.
Yeah, the only fucked up part with me was because I had it planned out to where as though I was gonna be off the next day, but instead, since we added the day, I had the day off. So I came back to work today, and we just got back yesterday, so it's like getting up like fuck. Damn. But luckily, we planned out the Monday to where as though we're just gonna go to sleep at the East Coast time and get this shit right.
I wouldn't have been able to do that. I would have been back out. I would have been back out at the casinos, 100%.
I wouldn't have been mad at that, but I was definitely like, they're not about to get me for another couple of hundred. Like this, I mean, we could have definitely went back out, but yeah, we said fucking and just played the room and watched some movies and shit.
Yeah, so Vegas was nuts.
Hell yeah.
Probably my funnest weekend without getting bitches. I mean girls.
It's crazy because that wasn't even like a focus out there.
It really wasn't. It was like just so much going on.
And do you go to Vegas for chicks? I mean, you probably do. I mean, I assume people go out there for the hookers.
Yeah, for the hookers, for sure.
Yeah.
Like the post-nut clarity that would come with fucking a hooker would never be worth it for me. Like, yeah, like you catching a nut and just like, damn, I just spent $300 to fuck somebody. Like, what? Am I a loser? Am I a loser? That's where my life's at.
What I got to do is look for that certain lady. I ain't gonna say her name again. Go back, listen to the older episodes.
Yeah.
To look for her from a man.
The post nut would have been fine with it.
Like, yeah, here in this room, just pull up. I
just caught a nut when she opened the door, dog.
Yeah, you would have been like, you would have had one of them bacon faces. Like,
I would have been so nervous, dog. The door open and y'all just walk out.
That shit would have been crazy.
Oh, Harley Dean, man. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna say the Bunny Ranch. I didn't even think about the Bunny Ranch out there.
Yeah, because the Bunny Ranch is like,
that would be funny as
I don't want to say the whorehouses is like an hour away from Vegas. I don't even think they're close to Vegas.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I thought they was around.
Nah, they're like, the escorts was walking around there. You saw the signs on the back. They said, give the girls a call. They'll be there in 20 minutes or less.
Yeah, they'll be at your room in 20 minutes.
In 20 minutes, like it's Domino's or something. Is it pizza or pussy? I don't know.
I think it's just if they call the pizza, that would be crazy.
You gotta order the Supreme. It's like,
you gotta put code words in and shit.
What the fuck is happening?
Nothing like this.
Oh yeah. And then I came home and realized I left my car doors unlocked. Got a junkie went in my car and just went in my glove compartment and my middle console and just took all my documents and threw them all over my car and took the $250 I hadn't changed. So
gracious. Disrespectful.
Welcome to Philly. Thank God I moved back. I can't wait to come back to Delaware. I cannot wait. If I wasn't dating in my life right now, I promise you I would be buying a house in Middletown within the next few months. 100%.
Respectful welcome back home.
100%. I am enjoying Philly, so I probably will give it 2 years up here. And I like my apartment, so I'll probably give it 2 years up here. But I am definitely like moving to the suburbs within the next few years.
Yeah, that's not a bad look.
That's get a nice little backyard, maybe get a pool.
You see the next few years. You see they predicting a recession at end of 2023.
Yep.
I'm like, oh shit! I guess we gotta save this bread now.
Save some bread
for these damn
bread. Get that. I can't wait to get that motherfucking $350,000 house for $220.
That's what I said. Wait for that housing market to crash.
I can't wait to get my 3-bedroom with a pool for $225, dog.
Right.
On the golf course.
Prices, man. Bring that shit back, man.
I can't wait. Probably. I was looking at shit today just for the fuck of it. And I'm like, there's no way in the world I'm spending $330,000 for a ranch with 2 bedrooms. I'm not doing it.
That shit don't make I still don't understand this shit.
How the fuck is people paying this shit?
And I don't understand why they buying. Because I feel like if people just stop buying, there's no way you could sell these houses at these prices.
And I keep seeing people say like, "Yo, rent's so expensive," and there's always like somebody commenting going like, "Yo, you just gotta buy. You just gotta buy." I'm like, buy with what, dog? So you got to save 20 racks, put the down payment down, and you're still spending $1,400 for a mortgage for something that you're going to lose equity in 3 years when the market crashes.
Yeah.
But like, it's not that simple. Like, unless I'm ignorant to the fact, like, I feel like if I buy a house that's inflated to 350 grand and the market crashes and it resets back to the average price it was 3 years ago, I'm going to have negative equity in that house for like 100 grand. How is that a good investment? I know renting's not smart, but how the fuck is that a good buy? I don't get it.
Me neither. I never will either. Not at this inflated rate. This shit is insane. This shit is just disrespectful. I think everybody know it at this point though. Whether it's a car, rent, mortgage, everything is crazy. If you bought 2 years ago, shout out to you because you made the play. You made the play. That's one play I missed. Yeah, that's probably one of the things we ain't do right in the
20s. Because when you think like 26, 27, you're like, am I really ready to buy? Like, especially if you're not engaged or married, like, do I really need a house right now?
I think also looking at it from the aspect of like, we wasn't really looking at it from the aspect of like, I'm buying this shit to flip it. And maybe some people was, but even to buy it to rent it. But if even could have definitely did that type of shit.
Oh my God. If I would have bought the house I was looking at 3 years ago, my mortgage would have been $900. It rents for $1,700 right now.
Come on, man.
Come on, bro. I would have been paying off my mortgage and half my rent in Philly.
Yeah, that should have. Yeah, been feeling real good.
Yeah, I would have been feeling ecstatic. I wouldn't have been worried about shit. Instead, I'm in this industrial loft out here just asking John to take me to New York. Well, I could have been a landlord. So, so where my life's at?
It's all good, man. 30 feels good.
Buying pizza in Vegas and fucking just
20-minute pizza.
20-minute pizza. That shit said hot and ready.
That's that real PP out in Vegas. You get it real good.
Hot and ready. Vegas is a tobacco town, apparently, too. That was a pleasant surprise.
What you said?
You can smoke yaks everywhere.
Everywhere acceptable.
Everywhere, dog. Everywhere. The room probably would have been fine, dog. Probably would have been fine. But anyway, that's fucking 37 minutes on Vegas.
That's how good Vegas was, man.
Apparently, we had a good time.
That's how fucking good Vegas
I've honestly never probably felt cooler in my life than I did. I just felt so fucking cool. Just walking around with the most stupid fucking sunglasses on every day and some little ass ball and shorts. And I felt like I was fucking on top of the world, dog.
Ain't nobody judging you out there either.
And nobody's fits was cool. Like, I'm sure they was cool. I wasn't really checking for people's fits. I'm sure they was cool. But every time I put on a fit, I felt like the coolest person ever.
No bullshit.
Every time.
No bullshit. I got asked if I was a rapper out there. I'm like, damn. I need to start
and you lied and told them no.
Yeah.
You lied and told them no.
I should have passed them I should have sent them the MP3 to body and shit.
I told Mustard to put that shit on.
Oh my gosh, Mustard would have ran that shit back 5 times.
Oh God, nah, that shit was a blast. Anyway, what do you want to talk about?
Shit, man. I don't know if we want to get into quote unquote hot topics.
Let's hear it.
We didn't really pay too much attention to it. I did watch a late night rerun about 2 a.m. Somebody that I never heard of won Album of the Year, John Baptiste. Went and listened to the album. I was like, okay, this ain't for me, but I guess that's how he won.
What genre is it?
I don't even. That's the funny shit. I don't even know what you would classify that shit as. So like a black dude, he's like singing like soulful, happy, like Disney type shit. I don't know what the fuck is really going on, but Donda was nominated, I'm pretty sure, for Album of the Year. It didn't win, but Kanye did get 2 Grammys.
Fun fact, I was pronouncing genre as genre until I was about 27.
I mean, don't feel bad. I was pronouncing lingerie. I knew what lingerie was, but I was calling it lingerie for about 18 years. I was like, why did she say lingerie?
That's crazy, though. You ask your girl, like, yo, you bring out my favorite lingerie to the
Nah, it was. I knew lingerie, but when I seen it,
when you saw it typed out.
Yeah, I'm like, because you will be in the store and be like, why did she say lingerie? Like, it's just panties and bras. And then somebody say, oh, yeah, the lingerie section. You be like, oh, shit. That's just stupid as fuck.
I was having a conversation with a girl, and I'm like, yeah, like my favorite genre. And she was like, genre, like, I'm like, genre, like the kind of music.
That's crazy.
I started geeking. She like, what you mean genre? You fucking like,
yeah, that's crazy.
I'm like,
yeah, that's crazy.
I was just, gosh, and you know I'm funny and shit. you know.
And another one was salmon, calling it salmon. And Jada
get confused with that.
Jada can fuck me up on that.
I still get confused with that.
Yeah,
I don't. Is that one of them joints where it's got two of them?
Nah, it's definitely just salmon.
Are you sure?
I'm positive it's just salmon.
I've been so confused on that my whole life. I just avoid saying it.
Just that saltfish. Let me get that saltfish.
They're like, yo, let me get the fish, and they be like, which one? I like point at the menu. Like,
right.
That's always my pro move too. When I don't know how to say it, I'd be like, let me get this.
You definitely get judged if you say salmon. People are like, what the fuck is you talking about?
No, people look at you like you stupid as shit all the way. Yes, I didn't watch the Grammys at all.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't really missed much. Like I said, I watched it on the rerun. It was cool. The dude that went Album of the Year, he performed. Again, like I said, the music wasn't for me. They don't show the rap. They don't show the rappers except getting their awards because whatever reason. So
who won rap album?
Tyler.
Okay.
Tyler won. What was nominated? Donda was nominated. I want to say Nas got another nominee. He performed too. He performed two. King's Disease 2.
Which Nas?
Huh?
Which Nas?
You want to know what's funny? Both of them.
That's what I was thinking.
Both of them. Doja Cat won something.
I saw her clip where she ran up and was like, "Yo, I had to pee so fast, blah blah." And people like ate that shit up. I'm glad that people think she's funny though.
Yeah, SZA walked up there with a crutch. She's fucking running from the bathroom and shit.
I like SZA, man. I do. Yeah. I enjoy how SZA looks.
She was up there with a broken ankle. Said she ain't gonna miss this moment, and they won that shit. So
respect.
Yeah, shout out to SZA.
Respect.
But the Grammys, it was cool.
Are we just Lakers fans? Is that why the Lakers show so good? Because it might be like one of my favorite shows.
Man, watch that shit on the projector too. That shit was amazing. That was probably sick.
Yeah, that was probably sick.
I think that's like some basketball shit. If you like basketball, you're gonna watch that shit for sure.
I love Wood Harris.
Yeah, I was happy. I mean, I heard him talk about it in an interview. I forget all the smoke. Yeah, when he said he was on there, looked like he gained some lbs for the road too.
Yeah, 100%.
It was just funny because it's like, not that he's always the same person, but he's always cool as shit in his role. So he came in and he the only one Kareem dap up and talk to. That shit was funny. And then said he circumcised himself. That shit was crazy.
Absolutely nothing. That's crazy. Is the actor that's playing Magic Johnson, is that a new actor? Is he in something else?
I've never seen him in my life. That's
he looks just the fuck like him.
Yeah, he's Magic Johnson. I'm wondering how he's going to do another role after this.
Yeah, he looks just the fuck like him.
It's only one season. And then it's like, damn, what the fuck else he going to play? Because that motherfucker is Magic Johnson. And Kareem is Kareem.
It's kind of like the guys that played Biggie and Tupac in their movies.
Yeah, pretty
Never
much.
saw him again.
Yeah, and that's I did see the Tupac dude in something else. I don't remember what the fuck it was.
Tupac too?
Nah, he had hair in the next one. He was, matter of fact, it was All American.
All American.
Remember, he was the other dude in All American. He was like the gangster and shit.
I only saw like season 1 or 2 of All American.
Yeah, he was in season 1. He was trying to kill the main character and shit, or the girl. But yeah, he was in that shit too.
The girl in All American, she's from Delaware, I'm pretty sure.
The rapper chick?
Uh-huh.
Oh shit, what is her name? Breezy?
Something, yeah.
Some shit like that.
Yeah, I want to say she's from Delaware.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that Lakers show, man, that's good shit.
man,
I'm a
one
fan.
of the written shows, one of the best shot shows. I always love when they can capture the moment of the time they trying to portray. Crazy how they doing that shit.
It's a very good show.
Yeah, even if you don't like basketball, I still think it's entertaining.
It's a very good show. I like the shows that give a little breakdown in each character's John, so you like get sympathetic to all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I like shit like that.
Never knew Kareem dated white women. Never knew.
Oh really?
Never knew.
I did. Is that his girl in the John?
Had to be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was his chick. And it was funny how they did it, because that's how funny they are with the show. Is that they showed him they showed him why he is the way he was, showed him being Muslim, showed him caring about the black people getting killed when he was younger, and still to this day. And then next thing you know, he's reading the paper, and then just a white woman walks up to him. I thought that was some funny shit. They just threw in there just to prove a point. Like, yeah, he with all this shit, but he date white women.
I was gonna say I didn't realize, and I'm gonna come off ignorant. I didn't realize you could be Muslim and date white women.
Good point. I ain't never thought about it. But yeah,
that might be the difference between like Muslim, because I know there's white Muslims, but like that might be the difference between like the nation and Muslims.
Yeah, she definitely wasn't Muslim.
She wasn't Muslim at all. Yeah, too. Like I remember the one rapper Consequence was Muslim and he was dating a white lady, but she used to wrap her hair and shit. So I figured like you had to get him to convert.
Nah, well, shit. From what they make it seem, she wasn't.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar comes off as a dick in that show.
Yeah. We was texting earlier, and it put a lot of shit in perspective why he act the way he do towards like somebody like LeBron or even the younger athletes. Like he don't really like they get down, and that showed even with somebody like Magic how it took Magic to challenge his ass for him to be like, all right, I guess we could be on the same page with this shit.
I was glad. I don't want to say too much because I looked into the whole season before I started watching the episodes.
Uh-huh.
So like the whole joint of that, but like how the coaching shit breaks down is very interesting.
Yeah, how the assistant's about to be the head coach, and then Pat Riley's gonna come in. That's gonna be crazy. I'm wondering how that shit's gonna happen.
Pat Riley doesn't come in for a few years.
Yeah, they're gonna break it down though, because I mean, what they got 6 episodes left.
All right, so you're in on this. Because the coach gets in that bicycle accident, and then like basically he's gonna be fucked up for a while.
And then goes win 63 games the next year.
Yeah, for the Pacers.
Yeah, which is crazy.
And wins Coach of the Year.
Yeah, yeah.
But they only hired him because Jerry Buss was like, "Yo, he's an amazing coach. You gotta hire him," because he felt so bad that he had to let him go.
Mm-hmm.
But then I guess like every year after that he was shitty. But yeah, I'm glad he got his redemption in.
Yeah, that's just the best written show. I definitely thought Old Head checked at the end because they made him look fucking dead. And it was like, yeah, he got into a bad bite. I wonder if that's how it really happened. Like his brake just popped. Because I'm pretty sure everybody thought he was about to get smacked by the car.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah. I love how they humanized Pat Riley too. Because like at our age, we only know Pat Riley for like the slick backs and like the kind of like the Godfather type guy.
Like a fucking mob boss.
Yeah, yep. Like he doesn't joke around too much. Like he keeps his words like minced. Like he's not saying too much like ever. And in these Jones, like he's like, yo, I'm kind of like I have to find myself. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here.
Did you catch the flash when they showed him with the slick back and they did a little quick flash to the future and then brought it right back?
Nah, I missed it.
Yeah, that shit was dope because it's like, boom, that's who he wants to be. But he still got the dumbass hairdo he got and shit. He ain't have his dumbass mustache or none of that. Just like he really came up from the bottom.
I love it, and I love that like when he met Magic and then he was like, man, I know you. Like you're the one that got fucking dunked on by a fucking Utah. Western. And I was like, damn, that's cool. Because that's one of the only reasons I really know who Pat Riley is, watching Glory Road and then looking it up after that movie and being like, oh shit, he's had this whole NBA career, coaching, like because he didn't have an ecstatic NBA career. He had a solid NBA career.
Even down to the cool shit like Jelly Bean Bryant guarding Magic on the inbound. Cool. They show Baby Kobe and shit. And I'm like, damn, was he really at that game? Like, that is fucking cool.
I forgot his dad played for the Clippers before he went overseas. That was cool.
Fucking fire.
And I never thought about how Kobe's middle name was Bean because his dad's nickname was Jelly Bean.
Bean, yep.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that was a sick John. Nah, I like that shit a lot. Speaking of Lakers,
Mm-hmm.
you're a new fan, so like I don't want to say this, but in my fandom, probably the most disappointing season I've ever watched.
Man, I mean, you know how I feel about Brown and shit. Probably I wouldn't say a stan, but whatever is like 2 or 3 tiers under a stan, that's probably me. And this shit is kind of this. It's kind of whack how they just diminishing everything this man doing, and everything being his fault. I don't know if it's the most disappointing fan. I can't say because I haven't really been a fan of the Lakers per se that long, but it's not even my most disappointing LeBron season. So I don't see how it's like the most disappointing Lakers season.
What's your most disappointing LeBron season?
The fucking Magic series or Maverick series, the championship with the Heat, the first one when they lost and he played like shit.
There's no way that's the most disappointing season.
Yes. That
They
was
lost
a chip.
Oh, they losing 6 games, 7 games?
Yeah, but it wasn't his best. He could have
They got beat up by JJ. Hey, I remember.
Nah, it was in his fucking head.
Like I said, he was getting beat up by JJ Barrera. I remember all about that shit.
Yeah, that was definitely the most disappointing LeBron season.
That season changed our perspective on Tyson Chandler's career.
Yeah, from being a high school phenom to what is this guy?
What the fuck is this guy? Is he kind of a bust? He's only getting like 10 and 8. He was doing his thing in New Orleans, but he did the same exact thing in New Orleans. But then he goes and does that, and then he's I think maybe 2-time, at least 1-time defensive MVP for the Knicks.
Yeah, shout out to him. But these Lakers. So what you see happening besides Vogel getting fired?
Well, first I want to say, we were both old enough to remember when Steve Nash went to the Lakers.
For sure. Which I would consider was the most disappointing season. But
I was young enough to be naive to the fact because I was like, all right, they got Dwight. And this is Dwight coming out of Orlando.
Prime Dwight. They got a
we're thinking it's prime Dwight. We're not into basketball enough. We're into watching it, but we're not into like the behind the scenes enough to like they realize everybody's kind of questioning his back injuries already at this point.
But it was prime Dwight, though.
It was prime Dwight. He was coming off a prime season.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
good seasons after.
I wouldn't say for the Lakers that was prime Dwight. Because even his seasons, the good seasons he had with the Rockets, like the next 3 years weren't prime Dwight. I wouldn't say they were prime Dwight. He was still maybe late prime. We'll go later prime.
15, 12, and 2.
Yeah. What was before?
That was after 20 and 14, 22. Yeah. But you got to think, you got Kobe. His shots probably went down. I mean, he was only taking 10 shots a game with Kobe.
So we were looking at, he was coming. Then we got Steve Nash, who wasn't too far removed from them MVP seasons at this point. Maybe 4 or 5 years.
Nah, I guess that's who we really underestimated was his age.
He was 37, I think, when he came over. So we get Steve Nash, and we're like, oh, he's going to be amazing with fucking Dwight. We've already still got Paul Gasol, Kobe, and I want to say we still had Odom at that point. I want to say we still had Odom at that point, and we definitely had Trevor Ariza still starting. Or Ron Artest. That's who it was.
You had a little roster. You had Antoine Jameson.
Yep. So I'm going in that scene, and I'm like, this is 100% a fucking chip. Yeah. Not even close. It's a chip. And that comes, and I want to say Steve Nash pinches a nerve in his back, picking his luggage up from the airport pretty early on, and never recovers from it.
That's fucked.
Never recovers from it. Has an awful season. Really, I think he tried to play the next year too, and he ended up having to retire. He just never recovered from it.
That's fucked up.
That's how his
now. He only averaged 12 and 6. Damn.
Yeah, he pinched a nerve like coming into the season. He never recovered from it. Barely could play. Barely could move. He was basically a spot-up shooter. Kobe ends up having to put him on their back. Mike D'Antoni's the coach. He doesn't know how to coach. So he ends up moving Paul Gasol to the bench because he feels like him and Dwight can't play together. Moves him to the bench. And Kobe puts him on their back, and he rallies them to the playoffs, and then he tears his Achilles, I think, 4 or 5 games before the playoffs. His career is done. That was a shitty season.
Hell fucking yeah. I'm looking at y'all team now. And that looked like the same damn team. It's one Dwight,
aging vets,
Clark, Jody Meeks, Jordan Hill in the bottom of the benches in their 20s, but everybody from 10 on up was only one person under 20, which is kind of crazy.
30.
crazy. Yeah, they got to do away with these old ass rosters, man.
Mm-hmm. So this year comes on, I'm like, all right, well, like Brown and AD just won the chip,
and that's what I'm saying. What these motherfuckers got amnesia, dog?
They just won a chip. So if you add, like, all right, I'm like Russ. This is the shit that freaks me out about this season. They come out and I'm like, yeah, Russ is a weird fit with them, and then they go, yeah, Russ, Brown, AD met. Basically, Brown's gonna play like a point forward from the 4, and AD is gonna play the 5.
Which he didn't do.
And it just never happened. Neither one of them played the point. Like, he didn't play the 4. Russ didn't take away from his shots, and AD didn't play the 5. Only one that was healthy was Russ. I'll give him credit for that. And I think he's getting a lot more shit than he deserves because he still had a solid season.
Yeah.
He still averaged like 19, 8, and 8 on like, what, 45% shooting? Those were Russ numbers. It's a down year, but it's not like, that's not an awful year. Thought Malik Monk was going to be an absolute baller for us. I thought Kendrick Nunn was a really good pickup.
Who didn't play a fucking game?
I don't understand what the fuck happened, except for like they just were injured and poor coaching. Poor coaching, if you're sure.
Poor coaching when AD just came out and said we had more starting lineups than wins.
Yeah.
I don't see how you're supposed to win like that.
Poor coaching, but poor health. But to not even make the playoffs and to have all those guys on the roster, probably the most disappointing season ever. Like, you can't even scrape. Like, the Lakers with the Kobe and Steve Nash, they scraped into the playoffs, and that's when they only had 8 seeds.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really dispute it. If it's the most disappointing Lakers season, but I mean, I'm trying to think about even all time.
I'm only been alive since the 90s.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think of the teams, and it's really not
my lifetime's been really spoiled with Lakers.
Yeah, you ain't bullshitting, especially from the point where you actually paying attention to hoop, which is probably 2000 or 99.
Yeah, like 2000. You think like the bad seasons of those were like bad, but like we was locking in for them 500 seasons with Kobe getting 40.
Yeah,
watch that shit easily. Get put out in the first round, but he's still hitting like 2-game winners a series. Yeah, I'm watching that. Lamar doing his thing. Okay, then we get Paul Gasol and it's a wrap. Get 2 chips. That holds me over. Probably other most frustrating season was with Kobe, and he had D'Angelo Russell and Julius Randle.
Mm.
And like he was shooting like 33% from the field, and it was
just jacking. He ain't give a fuck for the youngins, just like Bron. And that's why I understand how Kobe got the praise. Well, I ain't even gonna say that because they was slandering Kobe too. So I mean, I can't really say Bron the only one really getting this slander.
Cuban said that the Lakers should amnesty him. Amnesty. I might be having strokes, dog.
Damn it, man.
But yeah, that was that for me. I wonder what happens next season.
They bring Bron back, bring AD back. Everybody else is probably gone for sure. I just hope they get something worthwhile when they do this fucking rush trade. They got to get something back. If they say we running it back, I don't know what the fuck to say.
Dude, I love Magic Johnson. I wish he'd shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm tired of his ass too. This show it's not the show. The show make me like Magic.
Yeah, like I like Magic, but shut the fuck up, bro.
Shut up, dog.
You quit the front office, dog. You could you could have made the moves, dog. You was there. That was your role.
Yeah, you the reason Bron even came.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Magic.
Whatever, for real. I don't know what the fuck going on. You had some cool topics before we got on.
You want to go Don't Say Gay or Dayton?
I ain't hip on the Don't Say Gay. We could go Dayton, or unless you want to break
I'm not super hip on the Don't Say Gay. So I was having some conversation with friends the other day, and I was talking about Dayton, and I was like, at what point in the dating do you like know you're really interested? And I was caught off guard by the response because I think both of them said first date easy.
Yeah.
That's the norm. People know off the first date, they're like, "Yo, I'm really interested in like dating her now."
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, first date. I think the first date should let you know. I mean, from my experience, I would say first date gonna let you know. I'm not big on the
So you're going off the first date and you're like, "Wow, this was a dope time," but you're like leaving that shit smitten.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's like a movie.
Pretty much. And if you already interested, I don't know how you are before your first dates, but like, are you texting before the first date? Are you just waiting for the first date to happen to have all those conversations?
No,
So
I'm
I feel
throwing
like
up.
if you're having like good conversations before the first date gonna be even better because then you really got you don't know the person, but you know more about them than I guess just going into the shit blindly and knowing what they think is funny, what they think ain't funny, shit like that. Like you got to feel for like, all right, well, this is like this, and then even texting before the first date, you get to the point where as though like, I don't even want to go on a date with this person because this shit ain't going nowhere in the text. So why even entertain the real shit?
Yeah, yes, and no, like you know how I am with talking to people, so it's kind of different.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like I can talk to anybody, and when I get in person, I can really turn it on.
Yeah,
Like I'm probably even better in person than I'm in text or phones as far as like conversations because I really know how to turn it on when I'm in person. I know like where the conversation's going, like how we can kind of like see what topics you're interested in, and then kind of mix it into what topics I'm interested in. But I've never left a first date and went like, wow, that's the one I need to be dating. I've left like, oh, that was a really good time. I like, we definitely should go on a second date. But I didn't realize people had this like John where it was like, oh shit, yeah, first date. I know if I like, yeah, no,
you
nope.
had I would say only two great first dates and ended up dating both of them. So
That's crazy.
the first date shit worked for me. So
I
I mean,
thought people were going on like 4 or 5 dates before.
they definitely do, but I feel like that's when first off, I wasn't even really looking for a girl in the situation, so it wasn't even like a date per se. So I wouldn't even say like
Where'd you go?
which one, the first one or the second one.
Second one.
The second one just to a restaurant and the food was bad, but the date was good.
You're not
So,
gonna give up the restaurant.
huh?
You're not gonna give up the restaurant. I'm trying to figure out if it was a date or not.
I'm not gonna shit on them. It's a I guess a cool spot in Maryland, but that shit was the food
Okay.
was smash.
All right.
By the water and shit. But
Okay. I know. Yeah. All right.
that
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
was
yeah.
ass though. The food was ass. And if the date was ass, it would have made it even worse.
You went to the more popping one or the low key one?
I went to the one where the old people go.
Okay. Yeah, the food's not great.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely if I could leave a shitty restaurant and still feel good about a first date, which wasn't a first date, which is crazy how it turned out. But yeah.
You went to the old people one?
Yeah, it wasn't my suggestion.
Were you the only black people there?
Only black people there being stared at. That shit was crazy.
Was it a weekend or?
I want to say yeah, maybe a weeknight. Maybe a Friday night.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a white people spot too.
Yeah, they're very white, very
Older
white,
white people spot.
very white.
50
Stared
plus.
at, and you walk in, they like, man, what the fuck they doing here? You like, okay,
You're not gonna cross the bridge.
right? Yeah, I don't know if you're in the right spot, son. Like, yeah, one of them. I'm walking through that motherfucker with my chest out, head up. So it is what it is.
Oh yeah, I mean, if I had a good date at that place, then yeah, I'd probably just get married the next week. In that situation, yeah, 100%. And all right, so that was my next talking point on it. At our age, is it a waste of time to not be dating to get married, or are you going into that intention like, yo, if I'm dating you, like I'm trying to see if it's possible to get married or not?
Yeah, I think that's too high of an expectation. Like I ain't never been on a date like I'm only dating just to get married. Like I said, that shit, even the whole shit turns into an accident. Like,
well, maybe like that's
we like each other, I guess.
okay. Well, maybe like the dating word's a disconnect in culture. Because like dating, like when you say like dating, like that could mean like that's your girlfriend. Like, you guys are dating. So like,
I see what you mean though, and
yeah,
I'm like nah, like I don't think you have to.
but at that point, like, so then when is it a waste of time? If you pushed after year one, then you're like, oh, I don't know.
Like you know my personality. Like it is what's gonna be is what's gonna be, and I know everybody don't like to hear that shit, but that's how I always played it. And
don't talk yourself into a trap, dog.
I couldn't go. No, I'm good. I couldn't go into it like I'm going into this date to get married, or like I'm only dating people to get married. Like I feel like you putting too much pressure on yourself and the other person, because if you off the rip like I couldn't date this person. You haven't even seen them in a party setting. You haven't seen them in a family setting. You haven't seen them in this setting, that setting. It's just a lot of shit that come up in life. Even when they sad, how are they when they sad? Do they want you around? Do they not? It's just a lot that go into it. I think a lot go into marriage, and I think that's why even a lot of dudes just still be hesitant on that shit. Like, yeah, I gotta see you in every situation before I can make a decision like that.
I'm thinking I'll probably be casually dating this year. By next year, if I'm dating you for more than 6 months and I don't think there's a potential of us getting married, I'm probably breaking it off.
See, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Even after 3 months, even after a month, like if you like, yeah, you cool, but I don't see me.
Like I just like it at this age, like at this age at 30, like if it just seems like we're dating for fun, like I'll just keep casually dating a few people.
Yeah,
and
it definitely do.
Knock it out like that. But like if I'm gonna exclusively date you, and after 4, 5, 6 months, I'm like, I don't see any potential in marriage in that. It's kind of like a time waste.
Yeah, but I don't know, because I don't think of like
if
I
you're
don't
having
think
fun,
of like that.
Yeah, it's not a waste of time. Yeah, I mean,
especially if you want to be there, like you also gotta want to be there. Like
it's like there's a time
the
clock.
second you don't want to be there, you just did.
There's a time clock going on as well, though.
Man, it's the cliche shit to say, but what the fuck is time? It's a real thing.
Like, biologically, like it's only like fucking at 30. There's only like 5 years left that girls comfortably, healthily popping a baby out.
Yeah.
And anything after, I want to say after like 34, anything after 34, 35 is high risk. So like if I'm not dating you and I don't feel like you want to get married, or I'm not going to marry you, and I know you kind of want kids, I'm definitely wasting your time after 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. I mean, you looking out for the other person in that sense. And that's a good way to look at it too.
And look at me copping out and saying like I'm looking out for them as well. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
That's exactly what it sounds like you saying.
No, it's not. No, that's my defer mechanism if Flacco is still on here. No, I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
Fun, man.
Huh?
Dating's fun.
Yeah.
Dating's a time. I can't wait for this summer. There's so many good spots out here.
And Philly. Yeah, I was about to say, what the fuck they opened out here? But
they went crazy in Delaware.
like me, they opened a new day party spot. What's going on?
No wish, that would be lit.
Yeah. Vegas spoiled us, man.
Oh my god, I'm like ready to go back in the summer.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm ready to go back too.
I'm ready to go back right now. I gotta go again this weekend.
Yeah, I didn't. That was one of the few times. I think there, New York, Cali, and I think my first. I can't remember the first or second Miami trip. I was like, yeah, I wouldn't have mind staying even longer. Same thing with Mexico. I wouldn't have mind staying longer.
And I've had really good trips, but even like all my great like trips, even in Cancun, like by the last day, I was like, I'm ready to get the fuck home.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get the fuck home. It's time for me to be home. Like I don't need to be here. Vegas, I was like, fuck, man, I could have stayed a week.
Yeah.
And it was so hot, but not hot.
Yeah. I mean, and it was, you could wear a hoodie at night if you wanted to, wear a hoodie in the morning if you wanted to. And you get the sun all fucking day. And then it goes back to chill at night, which is kind of crazy because it's not by any water. I don't know how that shit work in the desert, but that's just how the fuck it was.
And it still wasn't
short all day if you wanted to.
It wasn't cold when it was cold.
Nah.
It was like short.
Back here and you're like, oh shit, this shit cold.
Yeah, it's chilly out. No, 100%. Yeah, I was gonna talk about the "Don't Say Gay" bill, but I'm not super educated on it. I've read it a couple times, got the breakdowns explained, and it seems like at first, because it's not called "Don't Say Gay," that's like the nickname. I want to say it's like Freedom of Parental Guidance Act, so and so, that just passed in Florida. Mm-hmm. And initially, it basically said, and this is the shit, because I'm going to sound like a little conservative on this one. From what my understanding is of the bill is like, you cannot say that your sexuality, or like teachers can't mention sexuality until after 4th grade.
I don't even know that's what it was. That's not as bad as they make it seem.
That's because I'm like, unless I'm reading it wrong, because I thought it was like, yo, kindergarten through like.
I thought it was all school, like through high school.
Yeah, kindergarten through everything. You just couldn't say if you were gay, straight, anything. But from what I was reading, it was actually K-3. They were saying you like there's no what's it called, but there's like also little loopholes built in to the bill to where like can go up to high school to where they have to like pass curriculum and so and so because so it's kind of up to each school's hand. But it doesn't sound as off. I don't want to sound like a dickhead.
Honestly, I'm thinking, but when was sexuality even mentioned in high school and middle school? When did they even mention this shit? They didn't.
3rd grade, you were getting flamed if you were trying to kiss girls.
Yeah, you was getting blamed for eating pussy, like, like anything.
Like in elementary school, you had crushes, but you weren't telling your boys about it because they were like, "Oh, dog, you fucking with the Johns? Like you wilding? Like yeah, let's go talk about wrestling."
Yeah. Even if you had a girl in middle school, it was kind of like, you got a girlfriend? I mean, I'm pretty sure that shit different now. But
yeah, but like this might just be a case of Florida being Florida.
And that's what it sounded like, because it don't even sound like
that big
of a deal to have to put a bill in, because it's not something that really gets
like an overreaction to Lil Nas X and shit. Like I'm sure
that's exactly what it is.
The kids aren't in elementary school talking about the gay. I'm sure they're not.
And if they are, it's a different world.
I would be shocked, but I'm like at 8, 9 years old. I can't imagine they're like, yeah, I like boys, I like girls. And if they do, I can't imagine it happens on the scale to where parents would be super upset about it. And flip side of it, like if that is the case, and I do have kids, and he's like, oh, I'm sweet at like 8. He's sweet then. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, bring it back to Magic. He said that shit when he was little. When his son was little, he was like, "Oh, we already know."
Yeah, nobody give a fuck.
Yeah, I ain't care.
And if my son comes home and goes, "Yo, Rob in my class said he's sweet, so now I want to be sweet," I'm not gonna take that serious at all. And that's kind of where it sounds like the bill is coming from. Is the teachers possibly talking about that, and then other kids talking about that could influence them?
That's the question I got. Is it just the teachers or the kids can't say this shit either? Because that's what I think it is. Like they don't want kids.
I don't think any of them can say it, and that's the argument. It's got to be that. Yeah, it's got to be that because that's the argument. Is they're saying it's going to go really fucked up against the kids' mental health. They feel like they have to bring that in.
That's crazy. Then if that's the case, like that's some unheard of shit.
Florida's being Florida, bro.
Yeah,
they're going to tell an 8-year-old kid if he's gay, don't say you're gay. Well, now he's going to say it because they wasn't even talking about it before.
That's a fact. And now you got to go home and say it anyway, like, oh, you can't say these words in school. And they're going to be like, what's that? And then here goes a whole another open door.
A whole new topic.
And then, kids got the internet, so they're going to look that shit up anyway. Like, okay, well, what is that? And then they go, oh, shit. That's what that is?
And then I saw, like, the Disney employees walked out of the Disney World because they were upset about it. And Disney's doing, like, this all-inclusive program. That's all dope.
Mm-hmm.
Has Disney ever addressed that Walt Disney was a racist?
No,
Walt Disney was a fucking Nazi. They're not
that shit.
Like them old cartoons are nuts. Like they're
not getting that shit. They're not getting into how they just had the Black Princess a couple years ago.
Yeah, yo, Disney, get off your fucking high horse, buddy. Like you've been all inclusive for 3 years. Like you had to put the black girl in the Frog movie. To get a little equality. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, come on, dog.
I'm fucking 30. There's been like 2 black princesses. They were all in the last 4 years. I didn't even get to see them in theaters.
Yeah, I was about to say, we didn't get raised with them, so I don't even know their names.
We had one minority. She was a Native American princess, and her land was getting conquered by her husband. What the fuck?
She falls in love with the guy, killing her whole family.
She fell in love with the conqueror?
What does this make? What is going on?
Way to go, Disney. The fuck, yo!
I need to rewatch that as an adult and see how that shit is.
That's so sick, dog. She literally started lusting the people that came to take over their land and give them fucking measles or whatever the fuck they were giving them.
What the fucking shit we got raised on, man?
Can't believe like most of us aren't racist. Oh wait, go fucking wait, dog.
All right, everything we've been showed.
Yeah, dog, completely built into that shit. No, it's nuts. I think I'm good. I don't think I have anything else. I'm thinking about it.
I'm good if you're good. We could go random thoughts.
Certain thought it.
Did you see scientists are trying to broadcast Earth's location to the aliens?
Why?
Just to let them know we here. Stephen Hawking said don't do it. He said before he died. He's dead now.
I was gonna say I thought he did say that.
Yeah, he said don't do it. I don't think it's a good idea, especially if they more advanced than us. Obviously, they will be if they could get here. But yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. They said they're gonna send pictures of a naked man and a naked female to show them what we look like. Just give them our location.
What is the positive that would come from that?
Zero, unless they're friendly, which I doubt. Because
and if they are, what's the positive? That they come and like fix world hunger?
I don't know, because I honestly think it's going to be like every fucking alien invasion movie that ever happened is they just want to take our resources and dip. Because if they don't got fucking water, and the way we cherish water, oh my gosh.
If we make it to 70, dog, it's a wrap. I can't. I would be so impressed if we make it all the way to 70, dog.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. Right? Like,
4 generations away. I don't know what this shit going to be like.
Oh, when I have kids at 45, they've got probably solid 10 years tops.
That's fucked up.
You got a solid 10. And at least by then, it'll be like all black princesses. Disney will go crazy.
They said everybody by the age of or by the year 2050, everybody gonna be majority of the people in the world are gonna be mixed looking.
I can't fucking wait.
Which is crazy to think about.
Oh my god, dude! Have you ever been shopping and like the cashier was so pretty that you were gonna buy something when they didn't even have something you wanted?
For sure.
Yeah, I love that.
Shit. For sure.
I'm a sucker for
fake. I definitely bought cologne and perfume just because the girl, and they know what the fuck they doing when they hire.
They know what the fuck. They're super smiling.
They know what they doing. Oh, what smell you like? Oh, all right, yeah, let me get that.
Mm-hmm.
On some dumbass shit.
Yeah, 100%. Just mad stupid.
Stupid.
I can't see anything beneficial from telling aliens that where we exist.
I don't see anything. I don't know. Maybe they got technology. I don't fucking know. If they, I don't even see us being nice to them though.
Like, no, we're not even nice to each other.
We seen Bright. We seen how we treated the blue people.
They are really canceling Will Smith.
Oh yeah, that's just fucked up.
I'm very surprised that they're canceling him this quick.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see Bright too.
Yeah, I like Bright. Bright. It got bad reviews. I like Bright. And I watched every fucking Batman in the last 2 years that were ever made, or 2 days that were ever made. Every single one. Have you watched them all?
I've watched all of them from the Mr. Freeze one in like the late 90s.
Awful.
Compared to
awful.
What?
No, it's an awful movie.
Not at the time.
It's an awful movie.
Not at the time.
It was though, John. That's what I'm realizing, that we were kids and like back then, because I got the big Mr. Freeze truck for Christmas.
Yeah.
The big ass John. I was
pumped. That one had Robin in it though, right?
Huh?
That one had Robin in it, right?
Both of them did. The one before did too. Yep.
See, I like that.
George Clooney as Batman.
I gotta go back and look.
Watch George Clooney as Batman. It's not what you want. I'm telling you, it's not what the fuck you want, bro. It's an awful movie, and I'm watching it and I'm going, this shit is trash, dog. What the fuck? And what? And I'm like still entertained because it's nostalgic, but I'm like, this was a really poor movie, and they got like little gimmicks in it, little dumb shit. And Batman's got the nipples, and like
he had the nipples on the suit. That was freaky.
But not just the nipples. That him and Robin had like dick prints too, and I didn't realize that was a conspiracy. I didn't realize that was a thing. So I'm watching all this shit, and I'm like, I look it up on the joint. It's got like a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. And it got it got killed by the critics back then, and that's what they said. They over sexualized their suits too.
Yeah, that's crazy having nipples on the suit.
Yeah, so they saying that. So I'm watching that. I'm going like, yo, George Clooney should have. And I remember watching that shit and going, wow, this is sick. They had Robin in. That's the one they brung Batgirl in.
Yeah.
They had Uma Thurman as fucking Poison Ivy, and they had Bane.
Yeah.
Fire.
And they had Jim Carrey as
that was the one before.
Oh, that was the one before.
That was the one before. So look, so they had George Clooney. This is how bad the Batman John. So it started with Michael Keaton, right? Which was all right. So it was Michael Keaton versus the Joker, Jack Nicholson, the first Batman.
I think I might have seen that one too.
That was a fire joint. That was Tim Burton. So it was mad dark. It was kind of like the Batman Begins. Very like it was a cool movie. And the next John's when they bring the Penguin in.
Mm-hmm.
Fire.
Mm-hmm. I
Danny
remember that.
DeVito killed that shit.
I remember that.
Mad dark. Very good. That was Michael Keaton again. Third movie, they get rid of Tim Burton. They're like, yo, too dark. We're losing like our sponsors on that shit, blah, blah. Like, need to go in a different direction. They bring a different director in, and then they bring Val Kilmer in as Batman. Do you even remember Val Kilmer?
Val Kilmer too, though. I can see him in the Batman suit.
So Val Kilmer came in as Batman. That's when they brought Robin in, and I remember that movie being really good too. Shit sucked.
I gotta watch them again. They all on HBO, so I gotta watch them again.
That's what I was watching them on. Shit sucked, bro. I'm watching them going like, yo, I remember this being fire because that's the one they brought Batman, or not Robin in. His family dies at the circus. Like, mad cool. Well, mad cool. They got fucking Tommy Lee, his Two-Face.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Carrey comes in, and then I'm looking it up. 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. Shit got smoked. And if Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee fucking had a huge beef on set. They said Tommy Lee was hating on Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey walked up to him at dinner like, yo, bro, what is the deal here? Like, I thought we was cool. Like, and he was like, bro, your personality is buffoonery, and I'm never talking to you. Never spoke sense.
Damn.
The movie sucked, bro.
I could see it sucking as an adult.
It was awful.
Compared to what we've seen, I could see it sucking.
The first two were good.
Damn.
The second two were so bad that they canceled it until the Kristen Bale shit came out. And
that is the best Batman series ever. That's the best superhero series ever. Fuck the Avengers. Fuck the Iron Man. Spider-Man, that first set of Spider-Mans is crazy. So
I'm gonna say now, too, bro, and maybe I'm gonna keep my superhero takes going with this. Rewatched the new Spider-Mans not too long ago.
Which ones? The old ones?
No, the newer ones. With
Tom Holland? Tom Holland joints?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm kind of with Flocka now. It's a lot more kiddish than I remember. The Toby Maguire Jones?
Flame. Yeah. Still.
Flame. Especially the first two. Flames, dog.
Yeah.
Absolutely flame. Toby let the motherfucker go to body his dad or his grandpa or uncle or whatever he is. I'm like, oh, this is dark.
Didn't even know.
They going through some shit.
Yeah.
He living next to the girl of his dreams. Her dad's beating the shit out of her because he's drunk.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this was for adults.
Yeah, facts.
This is an adult movie. This is nuts.
Facts. You can watch them at any time.
Now the is it Marvel with the Avengers in them?
Yeah. That's kidding. They kiddish.
Yeah, they're not that good either.
And that's why I'm glad Sony got Spider-Man and not them.
They're really not that good movies. And I did watch, I think it was like Shang-Li, 10 Rings the other day, and it was pretty good. It was worth a watch.
I never watched it.
It was worth a watch. I didn't either, and I watched it the other day. I was like, yeah, this was way better than the Eternals, because I watch them all. So this was way better than Eternals. Like, the fight scenes were sick. It was actually pretty good.
I did like the first season of Luke Cage, and I did like the first season of Iron Fist. Iron Fist was fucking fire. And then
I like the first couple seasons of The Flash.
Never watched The Flash.
I even watched the first couple seasons of Arrow.
Never watched Arrow. Never watched it. What's the chick name? Fuck.
Superwoman?
Nah, what was her name? Like something. What was her name? She had Jessica Jones. Yeah, I never watched that.
I didn't watch that one either.
What was the funny shit with the white dude that's always fucking funny in like action movies? Damn, what was his name? He was Daredevil.
Daredevil. Okay.
I forget his name though. Not the fucking
not the movie, the show.
Affleck one.
No, yeah, the show. I know what you're talking about. He did a cameo on the new Spider-Man.
Did he?
Yep, he did.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yep, yeah, that was a good one. Gotham was a really good TV show.
Yeah, I watched like the first 8 episodes. It was good. Just too much shit was coming out at that time.
Fire.
Yeah.
That kind of goes into my random thought since we're talking about TV, and we could kind of make this a discussion. Snowfall, is it done? Is it not fun anymore? Shit sucks.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. I might have said it last week. I ain't watched it since the 2nd episode.
Same. I got no desire to.
Me neither. I got time to watch the shit. I have not gone back.
I've got plenty of time. I just told you I watched every Batman. I've got
Yeah,
plenty of time. I've got plenty of time.
And what I'll probably do is wait till the season's over and binge it. But I really have no desire to watch it. And I might not even go back because it just got too like, all right, dog, this shit was so realistic the first, 3-4 seasons. And now y'all doing all this clown shit.
It's not good.
I don't know. I don't even know what happened.
I do need to log back into my Hulu so I can watch ATL because I'm sure that's good. But they announced Snowfall's coming out for its last season next season.
And it makes sense why.
Might be one season too many.
Well, I mean, they got to show how he goes down. Because we all know the real story, he goes down for however many years.
We was talking about that's specifically based on Rick Ross?
Loosely. I ain't gonna say specifically, but you definitely loosely.
I wonder if he goes down or not.
Well, yeah, you're right. And Rick, for what it is, Rick Ross said he never watched it, but he did say that they did contact him recently. So I guess he might have some input on the last season and probably get a bag off it.
He'll probably do a cameo or something.
Got to.
Yeah, that's my take. I think I'm good. It might be one of those where I'm like, I won't ever watch it again.
Yeah, I'm kind of salty because I was putting it up there with The Wire, and now I don't think it is. No, just because of how it's finishing.
I don't even know if it's The Sopranos.
Nah, not if because The Wire, Sopranos, depending on who you talk to, either one of those greatest shows ever.
And it's not Euphoria.
I don't know. Euphoria.
I guess this is recency bias because we're going. This is what, season 5?
Yeah, they up there now. I need a couple more seasons from Euphoria.
So if I get 4 good seasons from Euphoria, then honestly I don't see how that could go 4.
Yeah, I mean the way Euphoria going, they might fuck around and be in that Wire Sopranos conversation, especially if they do this next chapter of Rue right. It's gonna get real.
You know, what show that's like critically acclaimed? It's more of a comedy, but I've never watched. Curb.
Never watched Curb. Always heard good things about it though.
Never watched it. Larry David's supposed to be like comedic genius, and never watched it.
I should start it. It's on HBO. I should definitely
start it. And Parks and Rec. I never watched.
Never watched it either.
And both of them Jones I've heard are like amazing. I'm not into it. I need to watch. I'm sure it's one of those. I'm sure it's one of those just like The Wire was for me, where I'm like, oh wow, this is fucking dope.
Yeah, The Wire. I don't know how you didn't watch that shit.
You haven't watched The Sopranos yet, have you?
Yeah, I watched like the first 2 or 3 seasons. I fell asleep and I don't know where I'm at, so I'm scared to go back because it's like, damn, I don't know where the fuck I'm at. I'm not trying to watch shit I've already watched when there's so much other shit I need to watch. I hate doing that shit.
All right, let's do songs of the week.
Songs of the week, man. I had about 3 I wanted to play.
You're not gonna play.
I'm definitely playing Pusha T and Jay-Z. You already know.
I was gonna go Freddie Gibbs and Rick Ross, but I'm not even gonna do it because I don't want to compete with that new song.
Yeah, and then that the boy Dame, I don't know who the fuck it is, but he got a song with ESTG and Rick Ross. That's amazing. But I'm gonna just play I'm gonna play the Rick Ross, and I played this about 15 times a day.
It is good.
Jay-Z and Pharrell. Hov is undefeated on wordplay. I love how he just shitted on Faison Love. Just the first bar. Like, just shut the fuck up forever.
Yeah, just shut up, Faison. Did you know French Montana was signed to MMG?
He was signed?
See, I was watching the Math Hoffa shit, and some guy was talking about it. I was like, yeah, they got these old heads in here just talking out their fucking ass.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't signed.
Searched.
He was going to sign him. I
searched it. They did a partnership. French's first 2 albums were released off MMG. MMG Bad Boy.
Didn't know that.
Yep.
Didn't know.
Yep, he's on that discography. That's not what I'm playing, but gonna throw up one of my favorite MMG songs back on. But yeah, I did not know French was signed. Apparently he was in Vegas too. We must have missed him.
Yeah, he was at Drace. It was either that or the summer joint. I think we picked right though.
I think we picked right. Got a little carried away with that.
It's a good tune.
All right, that's Views from the Chair. I'm still wondering if we should rebrand and change our name.
Till next time.
I have to think on that.